Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. It is time to review the brand new weapon. Well, I guess not a brand new weapon, but the SKADI has been reborn. It should be called the SKADI Soul or the Phoenix SKADI. Maybe the SKADI Phoenix, well, maybe those names don't work, because we're actually not too sure if the weapon has been reborn in a sense where it is more viable. Well, let me cover that with you. You can see based on the tier 5 advancement, it got a 4,000% increase in the damage we deal based on our attack, which is honestly huge, right? 4,000% should net a lot of damage bonuses, but we'll see, right? We tested it out, and when it comes to tier 1 advancement, we also got bonus damage right here, a 10 times increase, not too bad. So this should translate to a better weapon, right? We jumped in, I tested it out, and honestly, well, let me show the results here. So we do have some control tests, of course, using other weapons, and using, well, one of the more ideal weapon combinations when it comes to a brand new weapon, the Winter Fang. So these test results should reflect how good the SKADI is, comparing it to one of our best weapons. Yep, but I do want to mention just before we jump in, to ensure that you're supporting us, if you want a bunch of free codes sent directly to you, the link is down below. You press that button, you scroll down, press that, press yes, enter done. Then you just wait a few hours after sporting. We have a bunch of brand new codes coming out. They're sent to your My Page. You go to it, you scroll down all the way, and the codes can be found right here to receive benefits, so do enjoy. We have 3 codes coming out this week, so you do not want to miss out on the Essence Zones, Shadow Material, and more. And a huge shout out to Nip, the first comment to our last video. Here's a shout, bro, and enjoy that juicy Discord roll, of course. Now, going back to our test, you can see right here, we jumped into the Yank Queen and did a control assault using the brand new Water Scythe and the Quarterstaff, and we got 138 million damage, not too bad, using these Blessing Stones, of course, to ensure we get the buff when it comes to the Scythe. But if we go down and, well, we compare it to the SKADI, the damage result was a little bit lower, to say the least. I mean, it was actually, well, much lower. We have 90 million right here, and we have 138 million here, and we can just say right now, it is not looking too promising for the SKADI. Well, maybe the Water Scythe isn't the best weapon combination for it, right? So if we scroll down, let me show you another example when it comes to another weapon. So we use the Truth Kasaka Venom Fang. It got a buff as well, and it only dealt 74 million, which honestly, well, you can tell right now it's not the best. And then we tried the SKADI using the Plumflower Sword, and, well, same thing. The result was surprisingly even worse. Just because the SKADI, even when you buff it, the damage result is still pretty darn bad. I mean, look at the Quarterstaff, right? We buffed it up, and it dealt 140 million damage to Plum. It dealt pretty much the same damage using the Scythe as well. But remember, when it came to our Plum, it's at the 810 advancement, but when it came to our Scythe, it's at the 85 advancement. So overall, not the best performance. It looks like the SKADI, based on our testing results, just isn't good, and that's not really the half of it, right? When it comes to SKADI, there's actually even more issues to it. Let me show you in game so you understand why the weapon isn't necessarily the best, or why it's pretty much one of the worst weapons out there. So if we jump in, let's go to the guild boss. Let me just jump into a regular mode right here. Actually, because I'm set up for the guild boss, let me just go to another mode, just so we can quickly show you why the weapon is honestly not the best. So let's do this. Let me swap that for the SKADI. We already have a SKADI equipped. Perfect. Was I using it for combat? I hope not. Otherwise, I made myself suffer for no reason. But watch the SKADI in action. So we use a skill, and the casting time takes forever, right? Between those two skills, it took way too long, and the damage is just not good. I mean, it's just not a good weapon. Inherently, it's not bad. And I mean, based on the weapon passives, you would think it's good, but it's really not that great. We have other weapons that provide so many better buffs, so much more damage, even though the 85 advancement gives us 5,000% damage, equal to the user's attack. It's just not good. And we also have the freeze effect, which should be good, but a lot of bosses are resistant to freezes, so that effect is basically wasted. We have cooldown reduction, which is normal. We do get bonus attack and defense penetration, but defense pen isn't really a stat we need too often, so that's unfortunate, right? They did buff the rate in which we can stack it, which is good, but still not the best weapon out there. We do get bonuses, of course, when it comes to our damage, like we saw before. When it comes to A1 bonus, when the last hunt is used, it creates the SKADI's domain for 7 seconds, and it deals 500% of our attack every 0.5 seconds, but it is still not very good. There is a chance in the future the domain bonus can be good on our hunters, right? If we have a very overpowered water unit, we could get a 10% elemental damage bonus on them, but still, 10% isn't necessarily the highest, which does suck, right? I mean, if we go and you can see how big the domain is, which it wasn't, well, let me show you, right? The domain is honestly more a face, a drawn circle on the ground. Not the best. I mean, it's fine in terms of size, but the second you dash out, it's like, it's over, right? That domain is not the domains we see in Jujutsu Kaisen. It doesn't come close at all. It's like a short-range circle that we drew on the ground. Yikes. So yeah, unfortunately SKADI, just based on quick tests, is not a good weapon. It is quite a shame because when it comes to Winter Fang, it does provide some water bonus damage, but I mean, that's not the focus of the weapon, so it still doesn't really boost our weapons damage when it comes to water category, or even our water skills in general. I mean, the water category for jinwoo has been lacking for a very long time, and our weapons as well in terms of DPS weapons are lacking too, but at least we do have a good weapon in terms of buffing our skills on jinwoo. But when it comes to SKADI as a main damage dealer, it's just not that great. I mean, our best water damage dealing skill is pretty much going to be Vertical Arts, the explosion version, just because we do get that bonus break state damage coming in, but that's only during the break state. When it's not during the break state, the damage percentage is quite low. We have other skills like this one right here that does have a very long casting time, not the best. We do have this as well, which does give us some damage, but again, just not good. I don't think there's any other water skills that deal major damage. Nope, not that. I mean, Iceberg, sure, it does have a good percent, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually quite high, but again, not the best. The water category in this game right now is very, very lackluster. All the skills, all the weapons are just not good in terms of dealing water elemental damage, which is fine. They don't have to deal water damage, but when it comes to SKADI, it just cannot survive in the meta, where we have monsters like the Quarterstaff, the Stormbringer as well, and also weapons like our Plum in general. I mean, I'm sure the Plum can actually deal more damage than the SKADI. Oh, that's a big yikes in my books. So there's that. The SKADI was tested, and it's just not a good weapon. Go figure, what a shock. The percentages, the bonuses, the buffs, it's just all garbage all the time. Not a good weapon. I even got the skill all the way to level 10, waste my resources, and yeah, well, let's just say it was a waste. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, of course, jump in, drop your like, do subscribe. That way, do know you want more testing videos like this. I mean, the SKADI, can I just salvage it or refund it to get my resources back? I got it all the way to level 120, level up the skills, and let's just say it wasn't worth it. So, if you enjoyed, you know what to do. And also be sure to jump in and support us that way. I can get you your free codes. You don't want to miss out on all the benefits. We have codes like Essence Zones, Marks of Time, Manapur Extracts, and more. We have codes coming out very soon. We only have one code available because these codes have expired, so jump in and support us that way. You don't miss out. But on that note, this is your Code King Zaf signing out. See you in the next juicy video, of course.